we just watched Disclosure Day in theaters.
Yeah, that was very, I don't know.
I'm a little disappointed, to be honest, man. Just straight up, first impression, I wasn't okay with the ending, and I thought they should have done more on, like, the human response globally to this idea of releasing alien information.
Yeah, especially how they live streamed it and everything. And then, like, everybody in that, I guess, Earth was just, like, didn't care about going to work late or anything. They just stopped.
Yeah, that's the part that was kind of weird to me, because I was like, what? Nobody gave a damn that they released all this information. It was just like, oh, who cares? End of movie.
Right.
It made it seem like the movie was more about the religious battle between the idea of aliens supposedly negating the idea that a god or creator exists in the reality that we're in.
Yeah.
That's what I saw more in the movie than anything. It was like they were trying to either debunk the idea of God through alien or something like that, and they kept bringing that up a lot. You know what I mean? That was more the focus to me than the damn aliens. And I was like, bring it with the aliens.
Right.
We've seen so many alien movies and Star Wars and all this stuff. And they're just gonna make it to be like, oh, there's aliens. Here's all the footage. Nobody cares.
Or do it. Or saying that whole, is it AI? Or,
yeah, are these AI? No, we had our AI checker, facts checker. It's legit. Like, get the out of here, man. Yo.
Oh my God. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Fuck, bro. This puzzled me. It's mostly just the build up. We're just like, oh, it's not only a story about aliens being real, it's just about us discovering that they're real now. Like, we answered our question, are we alone in the universe?
Yeah, they didn't answer what the aliens were, what they are. You know, like a lot of viral videos going around talk about how they think some of the AEP UFOs or whatever their sightings they're seeing, they're thinking some of them are demons is what people are saying, not that they're actual technology. And so they didn't even address that in the movie. They didn't address that at all.
Yeah, there's some other things.
I was just like, come on, Steven Spielberg, give us the whole spiel, bro. Man, Spielberg, man.
Yeah, there's just, wow. That's just so crazy.
I want to know what y'all saw, what other people think about this movie, because it's kind of disappointing. I was expecting a lot more on the alien reveal side to be like, at least here's what Steven Spielberg's concept of what the aliens would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not just, they communicate through math. What have we seen in every alien movie? They communicate through a math language. Even in Hail Mary, what happened? They had to go to the math basics to get a language where they could communicate, and then they became best homies. Dope movie.
Yeah.
I think this one was rushed and forced out because the government's actually going to do a disclosure day.
Yeah.
And they were just trying to money grab off it now. After seeing it, that's what I think.
They didn't even explain how the kids. I was wondering more about that. I was like, all right, cool. Why are these kids chosen? How did they get this special ability? And then they're like, no, there's just this. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, are they aliens too? Did the aliens do something? Did they made them be able to do that?
Yeah,
that was not literally disclosed on Disclosure Day. It wasn't disclosed.
Why did it only work on a few people with that device? And no, random person just disappeared.
Yeah, did he disappear and then reappear in the other side of the room?
Right.
Was that what happened?
Because
when the other guy was there, I couldn't tell if it was the same person. They did it such a quick. It's the one where you're gonna have to watch the movie twice, basically.
Yeah, probably.
You know,
I was like, how did that work on that?
Yeah. How did that work? My bad. Sorry for all the shaking. We're driving through the favelas of Pueblo. Trying to avoid these aliens.
Right. Yeah. And then the way how bleak that ending was too. It was like, so you dropped like, bro.
It was like Memphis Bleak was on the track.
Yeah, they're like coming soon.
Yeah. So are they gonna make another part to this?
I don't know.
Because to me, it just looked like a propagandized movie for the government about to release some type of information or files or data about what they refer to as aliens.
Maybe that's the sequel.
Yeah, the real life sequel. An underlying message I saw in the movie too is the idea of how the different powers in the world, like the religious arm of the Illuminati, the military arm, the financial arms of the Illuminati, and how they are able to literally manipulate our reality But in the movie, they just have a device that they hold, and that symbolizes their power and ability to manipulate our reality and what we see. And that in the movie was pretty cool to see. I was like, oh, okay, well, you're putting that out up front, that you manipulate reality. Cool. So with this disclosure, is it just going to be another reality manipulation? Or is it going to be a real disclosure? And people going to care? Does it matter? People who believe in God, you can't shake that. There's people who've had experiences in this reality that have led them to God, even if they didn't believe or were a non-believer. So this movie tries to make people question that, where it's like, oh, well, was that experience manipulated by an alien? Or was it really a divine experience? Like I said, this movie has a lot of anti-religious, anti-God. To me, it's like they're trying to challenge the idea of God through this alien revealing idea. So that was what I saw in the movie a lot too.
Especially with the nun, just like, yeah, on Earth.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember
makes wonderful creatures.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Makes wonderful creatures. Yeah, and they did it very nonchalant and suggestively, which is how Satan operates in our reality for real. So when people are saying that some of these UFOs are just demons or there's something related to Satan, it's like, that could be. It could be. Because there is a negative force in this reality, and some of us refer to it as, and that some people name it or call it Satan or whatever you want, but there is a negative force in this reality that works against life. And that's what you're dealing with. What do you call it? You want to call it an alien, you want to call it a demon, you want to call it whatever.
Yeah.
It's that force with the stuff they're doing in the manipulative side of these movies. That's why I like to watch them, so I can see where they're trying to shape our intent and shape our reality through us by manipulating our own thoughts, ideas, and intent to help them project the reality they want into this dimension.
It's now everybody's gonna be looking at birds, deers, and foxes in a different way now after this.
And that's revealing an idea too, that you can communicate with nature and animals.
Yeah.
And isn't there some people that you'd be like, damn, I swear this person's talking to this animal, like the horse whisperer, or like dog whisperer. There's some funny ones out there too that have come up. This one dude's the crab whisperer, and he be taking barnacles off of crabs he catches out the ocean and different things, like saving them. It's pretty cool, man. But you get what I'm saying, man. These people, it's interesting. It's interesting what they do with media and movies and technology. And when you mix them all together and you have some mastermind behind it that wants to do something to shape our reality, they can do it, man. They're doing it. But that's why we have to have a pure consciousness, a clear consciousness, so that it can't be manipulated or shaped by anything. Because remember in the movie, they're like, didn't it talk about in Genesis when God talked about creating man and how, what was the word, sir? Okay, so there's a part in the movie where the nun is talking to one of the main characters, and she's like referring to the creation of man and saying, you are one of my supreme beings or whatever, or you are one of the beings, and that humans, basically hinting at the idea that humans aren't the only intelligent supreme being that God created.
Yeah, and trying to say like, oh, you think there's somebody superior than us? Like, being, like
another
that
being.
Would shake everybody else, and her saying like, you lost faith in the people.
Yeah, you didn't lose faith in God, you lost faith in people. Yeah.
That one hit too. I was like, damn.
Yeah, really. And that's what really happens to a lot of people that become religious. That's why you have to get the knowledge of what the scripture is and be able to understand it, which comes later in life as you experience what you've read and learned in the text, because you will experience it. It's called the basic instructions before leaving Earth for a reason, because it talks about a lot of things you'll experience as a human and ways that you can interact in a way that makes your life peaceful and joyful. I'm not gonna go too far into the religious stuff. I just saw them pumping a lot of that religious stuff into the movie, trying to use aliens in this reveal to negate God and the idea of a creation or a creator. And that was interesting because that's what Hollywood does, because they're Satanists who prey on humans and innocent, defenseless children, just like they did in the movie.
I was about to say, I was gonna bring that up.
And why is this movie, right, and Stranger Things and movies like them all about the children? And why is the files that were released all about the children? Because in reality, this movie's also exposing that ring of people who are manipulating everyone else through the use of technology or captured alien or whatever they're doing, and they're using it to manipulate everything and everyone on this earth, in this realm.
Bro, so I can see that. It's basically a big distraction.
Yeah, and they proved it, because remember when they're like,
Yeah.
We're not gonna bump World War III to put this footage on.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yes, they will. That was obvious.
Right, literally.
Because they're like, yeah, we're gonna distract from World War III right now because that's the real developing disclosure that's not being disclosed.
Because not only that, with the news, when they were forecasting the news and stuff before she was trying to get on, they were talking about like, oh, this lieutenant got messed up in the war. We're in there, and I was like, oh. They're just literally talking about like we are living in the darkest times of our lives right now. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Because of just the way like it feels like it's just a buildup.
The cool thing I really liked was the remote viewing.
Yeah.
When they're remote viewing each other, but they took it to that next level where you're not just viewing the room, you're actually entered someone's body and you could see through their eyes. Yeah. That was kind of crazy because I bet there's some reality or truth to that. Somewhere I would bet they're able to do something like that, man. They're just not showing us in reality, they're showing us in the movie. You feel me? It's like,
or maybe that's one of those like testing things, or those are one of the instruments that they can use to be like, hey, look at this toy. You know, like how in Men in Black when they showed off the guns, like, oh, what's this do? What does that do?
Yeah. Or they had the flash thing that could help change the person's perception of reality. It's in these sci-fi movies.
It's like,
that idea of changing our reality and perception in others is a big point that they make in these movies.
Maybe that's the true reality stone.
Yeah, bro, there it is. Yep, there's the reality stone. See what I'm saying? It's in that movie too. Damn, man, you can't get away from that reality stone, bro.
Right, because it gets too real.
That's why you gotta get.
Yes.
Because if you don't, then the reality can be manipulated. And in MK Ultra, they figured that out. That if you're on any kind of psychedelic or psychoactive drug, that they cannot manipulate your mind.
They've messed. Didn't they? Shit. Did they mention ketamine?
Yep. They mentioned ketamine in there.
And then, like you said, MK Ultra, like when she sings the song as a child too, and she was humming. He's like, yeah, she sings in her sleep.
Yeah, it's like trigger words and trigger sounds and things. Like even in the movie when she starts clicking on the thing, you know, it's like that the little cardinal bird that came in was the triggering event for her to go into the alien mode or whatever.
And turned on to some different race. They're speaking language.
Yeah, she could speak every language. She knew everything. Like she knew more than she ever knew. And they reference back to when she was a child in her bedroom and what was hanging above her bed. A bunch of those little birds, the cardinals, just in a circle. Yep. So when she got older, that was already planted in her brain somehow. That's the idea, that an idea was planted in her brain as a child. And then when she saw the bird as an adult, it triggered her into the alien mode of knowing everything and speaking language.
Butterflies are everywhere and everything.
The butterflies on her wallpaper in her room as a child means she was in an MK Ultra program and encompassed by it,
and how
metaphorically.
Quickly they were building that house up too to look exactly
like it, because it had to be able to trigger the response. It's crazy. That movie, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I said I was disappointed at certain aspects, but in reality, it's a good movie. It's pretty crazy, the concepts, if you're seeing what they're doing with those concepts. And if you know about these conspiracies already or not.
Right. Like, what did he say? Hold on. Why'd you end it right there?
It's like Obsession. When he snaps the thing, it's just everything changes.
Or what's that one? Not Tenet. It's a Christopher Nolan movie. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking.
Inception.
Yes, there you go. Yeah. And with the item to see if it was real or not.
Yeah, the anchoring item that anchors you to your real realm.
Yeah.
Yo, they did that.
Like what they're like, oh, what did he say?
Yeah, how they implant the my idea in the guy's mind. Yo, it's there, man. They do that. And growing up doing sales jobs, you can see how the process of planting an idea in someone's mind works.
Yeah.
It's really works, man. Like, and there's some people who are more susceptible than others, just like with hypnosis. It's the same thing. Like, depending on how consciously aware you are and awake in your subconscious can determine how easily or not you can be manipulated or influenced by an outside factor.
Just like the cross scene with the hand.
I was wondering what she was doing when she was digging the cross into her palm. I was like, is she trying to create pain in her body so she could snap out of the guy controlling her?
And how did she know that too?
Because she just knew to call on God. That's what all Christians know. They just know if you're in a moment, you call on God, you say the name, and you just, whatever it is there is done for. Yeah, it's done for. Get out of here. Get out of here.
The power of Christ compels you. Oh yeah.
Power of Christ compels.
And another thing that I have, so when I was talking about the kids, like how are they chosen and all this other stuff, but the guys, there was it the black guy and the old white guy.
Yeah.
What made them being like, oh, I gotta hide this secret? And he was like, no, I need to get this secret out. It's too long. People need to know the truth. And
right.
You're like, wait, why did you do this? Or not why did you do, what led you to do this? And just like the other guy, what led him to like just said, f it, let it all burn. Like,
well, I think, yeah, that's a good point. Because that, it's like a timing thing. You know how they say all things happen in due time?
Yeah.
There was a lot of things in this movie where they aligned up with a specific time and, oh, when this happens, this will happen. Even to the point where, like, don't even worry about it. Just go.
Yeah.
And wherever you feel to go, you'll be guided. Because it was time for these things to take place. And so it's kind of like at the end when the black dude who was versed the white dude, and they were the main heads of what it seems to be two major forces against each other, came together, and it's like they became neutral and became one, because he just sat in the chair like, cool, let him tell everybody. And they kind of seemed happy about it, like, oh, it is time to let it out.
Like, oh,
you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like timing. When you talk about there being a creator or not, people talk about divine timing, and when things kind of happen and unfold in a way where it's synchronized with your desired reality, and that's what they play into that part of the movie too.
Oh yeah,
you know, like things synchronizing up. So it was interesting
how that lady was going through people. They'd be like, "Yeah, your son said she loves you."
Yeah.
Like, get out of my way.
Yeah, he's like, she's just swimming through the crowd.
You're like, I don't know why am I doing this, but I'm gonna do it. Okay,
I'm gonna let you go through.
Yeah, like
she pulls up to the club like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, come on in, girl, you good.
I was like, what?
That was dope. That part was pretty cool.
Oh, the boyfriend was like, he's like, bro, I'm sick of this crazy.
That was the funny parts, bro. Is the boyfriend dealing with her like all of a sudden just speaking Russian and Polish out of nowhere, just perfectly. And she did a good job. If she was actually speaking the languages when she was morphing into whatever alien, she was speaking the languages, and it came across legit, like like it was actual native speaker.
Especially talking to a North Korean.
Yeah.
I don't. And how she had to correct the translator.
Yeah, he's like, no, the words are similar. She's like, sorry, the words are similar. He's like, no worries.
He's like, you would know.
You would.
I was like, oh no.
The crazy part to me though was she went up to the black dude with the glasses and was like, no, you're the one who knows everything. I don't want to know everything. She's like, I know a lot now, but I don't want to know everything. It's like she cowered and got scared of it.
Yeah. And
I was like, that's an interesting one.
The religion. I don't want to be.
Yeah, because I don't want to be someone's new. Yeah, I don't want to be everybody's new religion or whatever. Yeah. It was interesting, though. There's a lot of concepts in that.
It's like a layered cake.
Yeah. Well, Steven Spielberg's been doing it so long. It is a layered cake. There's a lot of layers to messages and subliminals and things in this movie, just like all his movies, pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's just the way how you get that. I don't know. Like, it was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, man. There's a lot to it. I think you all will enjoy watching it too. This is not a substitute for watching the movie. This is just a discussion about it.
Yeah.
Just what we think.
Go bring your kids.
Some fan theories. Yeah, bring your kids, man. They need to know this. Because it's better for them to see the exposure to these things and be able to decipher the difference between lies and truths, and seeing when they're being manipulated or propagandized or advertised or manipulated or marketed to. And this is one of those movies where you can show them a lot, just like Idiocracy or any of those other movies that are like really revealing about our future and our reality, man. So other than that, man, we got to go see Disclosure Day. It was awesome. They disclosed some things. It's a little controversial on whether we like it or not.
Right.
Whether you like it or not.
It's like, holy shit.
Bro, so I think it's a lot about demons on the low. They're calling them aliens. Apply that when you're watching the movie and see if it's a whole different movie to you. I'll just put it like that.
Okay. It's another Steven Spielberg movie about aliens. I mostly think it's about like people reacting to it or trying to.
I think it's the fear they have of how they fear how people will react to it.
Yeah.
Because I thought people would have reacted more to the Epstein files than they did. Like, people may be disgusted or outraged by it, but they're not up in arms about it. They're not rising up in the streets about it.
Yeah.
So if they reveal that there's aliens and then blah, 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 what's the difference?
Yeah.
The aliens are not worse than what was just released in the files. And if aliens are released, it's probably because the Satanists who are summoning demons are making all these UFOs, which are just orbs of demons and going different places, doing different.
You know what? That makes sense, because that scene where she watched those videos for the first time, and that whole where the tormenting scenes, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, they're interrogating the aliens that they captured.
Like, that was seen, and I was wondering, I was like, why are the people getting like teary up on this? Like,
it's like seeing an animal being dissected, not an alien. Like, an alien, we don't know what they are. If we were to, like, is it an alien? Is it an intelligent animal? Is it? Yeah, so there wouldn't be, like, if they were dissecting an alien, we wouldn't have any context to have empathy for it. Because humans don't consider them, it's not like your pet dog or cat that you love. It's like, it's an alien. What are they going to do to us? It's like Godzilla to them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what this is, and it looks like it can f me up, so be scared.
I see where that scene, because like I thought it was just like, oh, how is that? Are you guys getting emotional about it? But I'm guessing they're imagining those aliens as kids.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought maybe they thought, like, you're talking about the brown skin lady who was she was the news anchor, and she was crying when they first showed the aliens being dragged on the bodies when they were taking the bodies out the ship. Because they look like children's bodies because they're small.
Yeah.
And that idea was brought up several times in the movie too.
Yes, that's what I was like, wait, maybe that could be in what I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how to correlate that to
the empathy that people have for the aliens.
Yes, it would make sense for them to confuse them as children, and then using that like
to empathize. So they're like, oh, I feel bad for the alien. Yo, this is some technology, bro.
And then like how you kept on talking about like with how they can cover up the pedophiles and things that were released about the kids. I was like, yeah, they didn't know how the aliens are being treated. They're like, are those kids?
Right?
Like, damn it. There we go.
The aliens were really children, bro.
Yeah. Yo.
Damn. And the children, oh my God. No. So the two main characters were children when they kind of like abducted them.
Escape the island.
Yo. Bro, this is too parallel to the Epstein story, because the kids go through trauma early on, and then they have all these dissociative and after 10 years old, they didn't remember what the alien should happen to them in the movie. And in the Epstein files, the kids are drugged, so they don't remember what happens to them after a certain age too. It's like we're literally just watched them put the Epstein files in a movie, but made it alien sci-fi. Bravo. You know, look like my bad. Oh man.
Oh my God. Did we what?
Close curtains. Curtains closed.
Start waking up like that girl, like, oh, give me your phone. Smash your phone. Smash the phone. Run it over.
They better not send us no threats, man. We're deciphering a movie.
That was a long ass scene too. I was like, wait, what? Like, why are you doing this so much? And they're all talking about like, yo, break your phone after calling me.
Bro, that part had me like, what the hell? You just snapped it in half, bro. You don't think they could get the chip out?
Right.
And see everything in the phone? Right. That's why in movies when they're like, I'm like, come on, bro.
It's like, who's that?
Destroy that. Throw it in water.
Even Emily Blunt took her ass out of the car to watch it and smash it herself.
That scene was kind of funny. I didn't know if they were going for humor on that or just stupidity.
Right, I was just like, what the hell? Oh, yeah, because that would make sense with those little the videos would look like security camera from, oh my God, and how they written the whole code into it and everything. Wow.
They wrote the code into what?
You know, every video file had like an encryption on it.
Mm-hmm. You know what I liked that they did about the video reveal was, you know how you have a marker like scene 1. They had those in almost everyone. Like someone was holding up a piece of cardboard that said the state, the city, the date, the time, and then one had an actual thing where I was like, bro, you're picking up aliens from a crash site. Why are you doing take 1 and 2? Are you trying to say these are fake?
And the cardboard back with the date on it.
Yeah, because what do you do on a movie scene? You have to do markers for where you need to cut your scenes at to edit it. And I'm like, is this what they're trying to say? This is all just some fake. All of them. Oh no, AI verified. The pixels are legit. Like, get out of here, bro.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm seeing this for the first time with you. Are you seeing this live? This is live?
And no anchor would, like, okay, real news anchors that you see, some of them, they have no fucking heart and they have no empathy. Some of the shit they say and do, if they saw real aliens revealed, they wouldn't for one be able to verify if it's real or not. Yeah. And for 2, they wouldn't react to it because they're used to reacting and responding to shit that's horrendous, like children being shot in a war or some other shit going on.
There you go. That's
so why would they be like, oh, aliens, I'm gonna cry now? Like, unless they're acting.
Exactly. Like, I was like, wait, that's weird. Wait, I felt that was off.
Because it was manipulation. Yes, me too. I was like, this is fake as hell. Like, this is the news for sure.
Right? Like, bro, it was so weird and awkward too. And I'm like, why are you crying for this?
Yeah, like, and she didn't seem genuine.
No.
Now, either she was not a good actress or she was acting like she wasn't supposed to be genuine on purpose.
That could be a thing. Yeah, there's, after now thinking about it and like just dissecting it, I'm like, oh wow, like there's some crazy parts. Oh yeah, with the device, yo, that part where he was out on the phone talking to old boy
out in the field.
Yeah, and then the landmarks happened because of that device. And I was like, yo, I like that because of like the movie Signs. Yeah. Or seeing all those other people showing like.
But the crop circles part, the scene where it creates a crop circles while he's on the phone. And what the fuck was that? Why did that happen?
That's because him using the device. And I was like, yo, that's interesting. And it had the same shapes at the edge.
As on the device.
Yeah. But I don't know if that's like, does that happen to every like, what do you call it? Wherever they're trying to control somebody, that it'll just be implanted around, or is it always, or was that just only in that field that was visible?
I think it's wherever he's at. Because think about it, he's in a field, right?
Yeah.
And they call the third dimension a field of energy. You see how the similarity is? He's in a field, manipulating a field of energy, and then the field of corn that he's on, or whatever, the wheat or hay, is making a crop circle around him.
And then that's where he's
manipulating the field.
Yeah. And then getting into that girl's body too. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it gets deep. There's a lot in there, bro. Like, they went detailed on it.
Yeah. There's a thin line though. Between aliens and pedophiles. Which one are they doing with it?
Between aliens and pedophiles, bro. That's real.
Aliens versus
that line
predators.
Is thin. Aliens versus predators.
Aliens versus predators. There we go.
This was actually a reboot.
Just like the movie where they just, oh my god, I can see that. Oh my god, no. What? Children?
I don't know, man, because when they got him back as adults.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Why let them go? That's even weirder. Or were they the testing, whatever? That's probably...
That's what they didn't explain some of that.
Yeah. Well, I'm over here like, how do you understand this? And not how do you understand it, but like, how did you develop learning and go like, after or not obtaining that skill. Because I'm like, yo, what the
What skill? Where she was able to know all this
well,
or know all the people?
Not knowing all the people, the guy understanding the whole
The language?
yes.
I think it was just downloaded to him like when they're in that room and all those pieces come down on their eyes and it downloads something into them. That's how they got it.
They never mentioned his background story. They've mentioned the woman's story more.
Yeah, like who? And also it's weird that when she went in that room, it's almost like they time traveled because she's like, you're so-and-so, you're Jasper, you're so-and-so, like saying everybody's name like they were having a reunion in there.
Yep.
And I'm like, what? Who are all these people? Where are they from? How do you know them? Like, they didn't explain none of that
No.
Unless there's some details we missed, half falling asleep in the middle of it, because it's a long-ass movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, I'm still here.
They're going to start World War III over this video. But no, and especially when they met each other and hold their hands, I was like, oh, okay, so they definitely were together.
And were they brother and sister? Or were they dating?
Said anything about that. But I did think it was interesting. One is a translator. And the other one is like, I don't know, a sidekick or some shit. Because I think the lady was more of a sidekick. And the other guy that was understanding the language, able to translate into English and saying like, don't be afraid of what you don't know. And I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Because even shocked old boy saying like, yeah, we've been playing, but we don't understand it. How did you understand it? Like,
right. So it's called disclosure then, and didn't even disclose what was supposed to be disclosed.
Yeah.
Just like the government would really do. On some hey, today we're going to have a disclosure, and they don't even disclose like that UFO, UAP. We've seen all them videos on since people have been leaking them on the internet forever.
Yeah.
It's just people try to say they're fake or not, and nobody knows. So it's like, and then they're like, oh, you didn't really disclose anything, bro. You just showed us stuff that we suspected and already had looked at online in some dark web files or something.
Exactly what he was saying too at the movie.
Yeah.
They're like, we already know. But oh my god, that part kicked me too. Like when they shut off the backup generator. She just pulled out like, no, they're gonna see it. They're like cats out of the bag.
She's all pointing at the TVs like this is the best remote I ever had. Turning on all the TVs. They should have just gave her the Infinity Gauntlet and been like, everything turns on. Like,
I thought it was when that guy kept snapping like, hey, next reel. Next reel.
He's like, go to screen 4. Go to 27.
It's like, oh yeah, that newsroom was funny as hell too. They're like, we gonna show this to everybody. Cut over there. Like, yeah, we even gonna mess up NBC, CBS.
But it shows also how ineffective and how almost impossible it would be to do a global reveal of anything.
Yeah.
Because for one, a lot of people don't even watch or believe the news anymore. And if they watch it, they don't believe it necessarily. But it's like, even if you were to put something on globally, we're all going to be skeptical and suspicious of it first.
Yeah.
If you have half a brain, you're going to ask a lot of questions first, like, why are they fucking telling us this now? What are they really trying to do? Because we know they're not really just trying to reveal some aliens and secret files. Right. Just like they revealed the Epstein files, but they didn't even reveal all the files.
Yeah.
And most of it's redacted. It's like, come on, dude, you're just wasting our time here. You're just wasting our money and time like crazy.
This is, oh wow, like, yeah, okay.
Damn,
yeah,
man.
This would be a perfect example of a distraction. Right?
It is, man.
So, like, especially with everybody, with the scenes of everybody not like, Earth was just, everybody's like, phone. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
But yeah, I had fun with it. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's what he brings to the table. Something that's sci-fi and fun, entertaining to the mind.
Yeah. Because he definitely did that.
It touches on a lot of questions people have and a lot of biases or beliefs, especially when it comes to religion, that are very deeply anchored and emotionally charged in people. So that's part of the movie too, is
Yes.
pulling on those aspects of people to get them engaged in the movie.
Yep. Especially when she was having to talk with her boyfriend, talking about like, I don't know what it is, but I need to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And like, this is what I need to do. And I knew this was gonna happen, and I was like, no, down.
That was Disclosure Day, what we thought of it. This is Too Real Reacts. I'm Art.
And I'm Dallas.
Until next time.
Stay away from those aliens.
Stay away from aliens. Don't believe the disclosures.
Yeah, they might be predators.
They might.
They might.
They might be pregnant. Like this right here.
Oh my God.
All right, man, I gotta get some gas.
I got you.
Speaking of World War III.
Right.
Peace.